I'm reporter James Anderson, and this is your headlines with the North Coast Courier. On our front page this week, 20-year-old Sakizwa Vilakazi has recently been crowned as this year's Miss Belito. The Stanger-born winner says she intends to invest in local schools with drives for school shoes and stationery, among her other duties. Since 2011, the pageant run through the Rotary Club of Zimbabwe has raised over 700,000 rand for charity. Find more pictures of the glamorous event and its stars on page 2. On page 3, one Sharkers Rock resident is prepared to scale mountains to save the rhinos. Rod Spencer will be taking part in the Rhino Peak Challenge as an ambassador on November 6, which sees entrants racing from the foot of Rhino Peak near Underberg to the summit and back. He hopes to raise at least 20,000 rand for this worthy cause. Also on page 3, reporter Spaniso Dlamini talks to Tabani Mazibuko, a Timbeni resident who has recently published a children's book entitled Mangwe the Space Boy, about the adventures of a simple herd boy who later becomes an astronaut. The author is a doctoral student in space technology who grew up in rural Ulundi, where he herded his village's livestock while dreaming of going to outer space. He hopes that his book will inspire young children in rural townships and villages to take an interest in science and technology. On page 12 and 13, we bring you some of the highlights from events this past weekend around the North Coast. First, the winners of the Belito Junction Rising Talent Festival were announced, with Voices of Angels Choir from Inanda taking home the grand prize of 25,000 rand. Then, on page 13, the Swan and Sea Snake Poiki competition proved to be a huge success, pitting local Poiki masters against one another for the coveted title. The competition also served as a fundraiser for the North Coast Courier Orphan Fund, raising more than 10,000 rand. Other great stories to look out for in this week's edition are the recent ward changes made within Quadakuza, all ahead of this year's municipal elections, the Laguna Seca Business District, and a group of brave runners who took to the street in nothing more than purple banana hammocks to raise funds for and destigmatize common male cancers. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for daily breaking news.